What is up, y'all? I'm gonna do this one a little different. I'm on my break instead of driving. Sponsored by the always refreshing Mountain Dew. All right, so Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. What the is going on? All right, so information I found out that it was exciting to me. I haven't seen any articles posted or anything, and I found this out like 2 days ago. So maybe this will be my path to going viral, bringing the new information to the MMA community. All right, so Chael is the backup fighter if Nate Diaz were to not be able to compete. Chael Sonnen is. I'll be honest with you, that sounds more enticing than Jorge versus Nate Diaz. Jorge versus Chael Sonnen sounds very interesting. I don't know what quite popped it off a couple months ago, but something Jorge did or said, Chael commented on it, and Jorge did not like his response and said he'd beat his ass whenever he'd see him. Keep that energy when he sees him, and Chael's kind of stuck to his guns, and he's been like, I'll whip Jorge's ass if he wants to try. So that's the story behind that in itself. One, Chael Sonnen's always an interesting person to listen to talk to, so if you got him at a press conference, it's gonna be a show. But the way we go to find out about this is Chael tells us on his own podcast. But Chael tells us because Chael hasn't been kept in the loop and he's pissed off. Like Chael basically says, hey, you guys can go fuck yourself. I'm the backup fighter and I won't be keeping up with this. To get us to where we are now, Nate and Jorge come out and they say they're going to box each other. This is, I don't know. This might have been in like January, February. Maybe not that far back. It comes out and they're like, they're going to box each other. And I feel like they even set a date. I feel like they set a date and it was fucking impossible. Like it was like too soon. And I can't say that at the beginning I recognized it was too soon. It's something I'm kind of learning as I'm going, as I'm looking into promotions and stuff. But basically, if you want to be able to sell the tickets and everything, you have to have time. You have to have a freaking company that's doing the distribution of the tickets and everything, and you gotta have Ticketmaster. You gotta be able to advertise the event, book the fucking venue, get everything lined up, catering, whatever food, whatever services you need to get, security, whatever. And apparently people in the know of promotions could immediately tell that there was no way they were going to pull this fight off when they said they were in Las Vegas as quickly as they said they were, which turned out to be true. Shortly after trying to come out with that announcement, they changed it to where they were going to fight on June 1st, I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was June 1st. If it's not June 1st, it's June 6th. But that has now been moved to July 6th. I'm pretty sure it's June 1st. And then just as of yesterday, or really it would have been about 3 days ago, it's now been moved to July 6th. Why is it moved to July 6th? Probably a lot of fucking chaos behind the scenes of people not knowing how to run a promotion. And I don't say that belittling anyone because I'm still figuring all this out as I go. But Chael comes out to share that he is literally live in an interview where he is the backup fighter and no one knows it. He hasn't told anyone yet. He's keeping it to himself because you don't want to steal the thunder, if that makes sense. Like him and Diaz, Jorge and Diaz have a story to build and to sell. If you get Chael chipping at something, it's just like I was saying, I'd rather see Chael and Jorge fight than Diaz and Jorge fight. if it were to have come out, then we're all looking for that fight instead of the other one. And you see the problem there? All right. So Chael is in an interview. He knows that he is the backup fighter, but no one else knows. They then share with him in this interview, the Ariel Helwani interviewing him, shares with him that the fight date is now changed to July 6th. That date is very relevant for Chael because Chael is involved in case Nate Diaz can't make weight, Nate Diaz gets sick, Nate Diaz gets injured. Chael didn't know. Chael found out through the interview. The promotion hasn't reached out to Chael to let him know the date's changed, which is, I completely understand. I can't say I've done this in the fight business with the promotion, but this lack of communication, I completely understand. And basically, Chael is kind of like, not going to fucking worry about it. They can figure it out. So, with all that, I got a feeling a couple things. Diaz and Jorge is going to be a bust. I'm always defending Jake Paul. We're always, people are talking about how well a card can sell, whether it sells or not, whether it's a bust or not. Triller had a big issue with that, and I guess Triller ended up going under because they were spending more than they could make. There's no way this event's gonna make money. I mean, there's just no fucking way. It's being organized by people that don't know what they're doing, so they're going to get taken advantage of by people in the know. In addition to that, who the fuck cares? Like, I do not want to see Jorge and Nate Diaz fight again. I really didn't want to see it after about the second round of the first time they fought. But, yeah, that's how it goes, I guess. Man, I would have much rather seen Chael and Jorge fight. I don't know. I guess that's kind of about what I wanted to share with everyone today. So Chael Sonnen was the backup fighter. If Nate Diaz couldn't have made weight, he was going to fill in. However, they haven't communicated with Chael that they've postponed their fight again. So now Chael's pissed off and don't think he's gonna keep up with it. I kind of have a feeling the whole event's in shambles, to be honest with you. The whole thing seems a little off. It seems like there's a little too much leeway. At the one press conference I saw for it, as soon as they sit down, Nate Diaz gets up and leaves. He doesn't do the face-off or anything. And you could see the fear in Jorge Masvidal's face, like as Nate started to do that, because he thought Nate was completely walking out on the whole fight. So I feel like it's going to fall apart. Even if it doesn't, I don't feel like it's going to make any money. But I just thought it was interesting. Chael was a backup fighter, and that didn't get caught by anyone. I haven't seen that posted by anyone. Then again, yesterday I wasn't really looking for it either. Haven't looked for it today. But Chael, backup fighter. Whole card probably in shambles though. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it today.